Come on in. Greetings. Welcome. Bear with me. I'm going to switch the screen here momentarily. But come on in. Happy Saturday. Wherever you are on the globe, if you're logging in live, here on TikTok Live. And I want to say today is November the 19th. I want to say 2022. Wherever you're on the globe. My. Just for wrapping her up, huh, yo? Bear with me. Sipping a little bit of Java. To trace the doppelganger. And why are they doppelgangers? What is doppelganger? Okay, essentially someone who is a replica, okay? A copycat, a replica version, okay, of something. And a lot of people, it's hard to accept for a lot of people because oftentimes it's coming from places that you least expect, okay? Especially when it's like swapped. Every one of us, you know, as we grew up, we certainly experienced where someone younger is looking up to a pop star or somebody, you know, in the more innocent version of that, right? But it's hard for us later in life and in age to accept when oftentimes it's coming from the most unlikely places and it has nothing to do with age factor. Because oftentimes it's the older ones that's doppelgangering, if you will, the younger ones, okay? So it's not always about this chronological thing where someone will go and reason in their head and go, well, no, this one is this age and this one is this and this one is this and this one is that. You'd be surprised. So to trace the doppelganger, okay? I'm going to tell you guys why they do it, and then I'm going to give you all tips of if ever you're in doubt, watch and fill it out. Because if you set intention to pay attention, I promise you the answers come. Okay? So let me tell you why. From an unhealthy standpoint, okay, so we're not talking about the lighter form of innocent flattery or innocent admiration, okay, where you look upon someone and you admire something or about them or in essence about them, and but there's no malice in the heart. You're not attempting to essentially transform into them or to try to one-up them to be a better version of them. Like, this is when you're starting to slip into the more toxic, denser forms of it. Okay? Because we all have had people that we admire, right? From the innocent standpoint, the more benevolent side of the scale, every last one of us, right? In prospective groups, organizations, you know, people we look up to, and if you're around them long enough, it's said that, you know, this is why we are to mind the company that we keep, because if you're around, you know, there's going to be some type of a natural similarity, but it's not going to have that same undertone, okay? Because toxic people try to use just that as an example to try to cover the fact that they're operating in something else, okay? Now, the reason why these individuals do it, for those of you who are wondering, because I can almost imagine somebody out there saying, why do they want a doppelganger me? I live a lowly, humble life. What's the point of it? Why would they need to do that? Okay, this is why I'm trying to explain. We have to get over the things that we equate doppelganger worthy. Some people loathe themselves to such a degree they want to be you. Okay? They could doppelganger in essence that they don't have, or they perceive within themselves that they don't have. And you may have it. And then you may say, well, okay, fair enough. But why? They want to attain something that they feel like you've attained on some level. Whether it's admiration, respect, a particular person's or a particular group's attention. And if because they're studying, doppelgangers are studiers. So they're studying you so they can try to emulate that for the gain in which they feel like they'll get. Most doppelgangers attempt to, which is another sad topic altogether, but anyway, they attempt to one-up you at you being you. So if they're admiring how you look, they're going to, or if they're jealous of how you look and they want to get what people say, maybe people admire you and so forth, so what are they going to do? They're going to attempt to emulate you, but then they're going to try to take it a step further if it's within their means and resources to do. So they're going to try to imitate you, like, okay, boom. And then they're going to try to get an extra shit, bitch. I have an imported wig, bitch. She only got a regular. I'm already acting up like team. I'm already at it. I'm clowning already. I'm going to have me a special wig, bitch. My wig is going to be on tilt. You heard me? Oh, divine feminine looks this way, or divine masculine looks this way. Okay, so I'm gonna try to emulate that, but then I'm gonna put some extra on it, right? Because they're trying to attain something. See, what you guys have to understand is what they're wanting to attain, believe it or not, something that they feel divine feminine or divine masculine gets naturally. And in a lot of cases, they're trying to steal. But see, what they don't understand about soul stuff, it ain't predicated on it, the things that they focus on. So they may try to take on the mannerisms of you. They may try to share the same interests. What is divine feminine doing today? What is she talking about today? What is her fashion like today? How is she wearing her hair today? What is she talking about today? What is she, teaching today? What is she doing today? Bet. See, listen. Because they're hoping to distract other people out there from seeing them for who they really are. And to keep people from moving forward in the directions in which they want to go in. It's a ploy. It's a classic tactic. If I could look like divine feminine or masculine, if I could sound like them, if I could, share the same interests as them and get into the same business arena as them, or act the same way, similar, if I could look similar, how does she look? How does she do her makeup? How does she laugh? What's her gait? How she walks? Then perhaps I can fool people into thinking that this is me, and it ain't. If I can one-up it, in other words, so-called attempt to be divine feminine or divine masculine 2.0, can be done. But to them, like I said, and I made it in a jokingly way, but I'm being serious at the same time, because this is like literally how ridiculous these motherfuckers are. I'm going to shoot divine, okay, boom, divine feminine is shaped this way, good. I'm going to get all of the fat sucked out of my entire body. So I could be the better version. Impossible. It is. Y'all may say, why? She say, because it is. But individuals that are stuck on the 3D do get caught up in that for a while until the masks fall off. Most of these individuals are not healed. They're unhappy with themselves. And so what are they doing? Like sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissistic types do. They attempt to steal other people's lives by essentially trying to emulate them and then try to erase them at the same time. But you got to be woke enough and present enough and discerning enough to even be able to catch it. So here's the tip. So once we decide to become intentional and present and stop operating off of autopilot, walk around, daze the fuck out, gaze the fuck out. Once we become intentional in this way, give ourselves space to pull away so that we can evaluate. Because a lot of stuff will be done in front of you to keep you distracted. If you can think about like the circus show, like can you imagine like that person that's jumping around and like what is that designed to do? Keep you distracted. So often these individuals operate in that. Look at me, I have a better wig. Look at me, I got a tam. Look at me, I got an ass. I paid for it with cash. Look at that. So you won't pay attention to the illness in that soul. So you won't pay attention to the truth in front of you. When we get intentional, I promise you, whoever you're suspecting, because most of you will have some kind of inclination already that's been poking at you. So this is what you do. You don't have to say nothing. There's no need for an announcement. You don't even have to tell nobody. You pull back. And then you watch the target, the ones that the doppelgangers are targeting, that you know they are. Watch them. Then watch what the doppelgangers do next. And do this over time. Because the first time you may say to yourself, it's a fluke. The second time you may say, But when a third time comes in, now we have created pattern. And then watch. And you can just be keeping note, because I promise you, it'll be revealed. Whoever the doppelgangers have been doppelgangering, if you will, I'm making up words, bitch. You need to watch that person in silence. Setting intentions. Watch that person. Feel into that whoever that person is and what they're doing. Okay, boom, bitch. Then, boom. Watch the doppelgangers, what they're doing. You're going to fight. You'll trace it yourself. You'll be like, well, I'll be down. What's the point of that? It's a big point. For many of you out there, this is the place that it helps you to face the truth, accept the truth, and make the changes that you've been trying to make. Doppelgangers are often dark witches and warlocks, and if they're not literally dark witches and warlocks, they're master manipulators. Manipulation is a form of dark magic, whether people want to accept this or not. Word salad, gaslighting, what do you think all that is? Just because it's not some lady with a mole on her nose and a big old hat under some house somewhere with a big black pot. You know what I'm saying? We have all of this, ideologies that, some of these motherfuckers do fit the bill. I ain't gonna even perpetrate, bitch. Some of their asses is doing that shit on the cut, bitch. Okay? But it's not always about that. It's about highly skilled manipulation. Brainwashing, okay? This is a form of dark magic. And because what's the point of dark magic? What is the point of it? See, when we sit down and ask these basic questions, it demystifies a lot of shit we get our brains tied up in a pretzel over. What is the point of it? Why does anyone do any so-called form of dark magic? Simple, isn't it? Control. Power, control, and dominance. To be bent into one's own personal gain at the expense of whoever. See, it's classified in that way because it does not honor and respect spiritual, energetic rule. It's at the expense of who the fuck ever. Just as long as they get what the fuck they want. So that is dark magic. Trying to convince someone of an illusion. And what is an illusion? See, we get all this stuff in the, okay. No, what is an illusion? If you wanted to reduce it to real tree to life, day-to-day life, what is an illusion? Someone that's trying to what? Let's break it down to the ebonic status. Okay, somebody trying to do what? Mind fuck you. Confuse you. Trick you. And what is another word for that? Dark magic. Trying to bend the wheel. This is another thing we need to look at. When we're trying to, whether the motherfuckers wants to admit this shit or not, if we trying to, out of our own personal bent, whatever that is that we've convinced ourselves of, because a lot of time it's some real distorted, twisted shit. But out of that, trying to bend somebody else's what? Free will. With magic. Ooh, dream infiltration. Ooh. That's some weird nigga bitch shit, man. Or, just sending energy via thoughts or whatever. Because see, guess what? All of this is a form. People don't want to hear it, but when we do our due diligence, we'll figure this out. That's why it is said that narcissistic, malignant narcissism is occultic, and its operation is in a form of dark magic. I saw that somewhere. I was like, yeah, I could see that shit, bitch. Because it causes you to question your reality. All of that trauma bonding, gaslighting, and guess what is all of that? See, let's reduce this shit. What is all of that? What is all of that? Why do people play games? What is all of that? Why within, see, people don't ask these questions though, but why within a family structure is mothers and fathers lying to their children and going about saying one thing to one child and another? What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? We have to be willing to look at that and stop giving them some God status because they squeeze churn out of their loins. What is that? What kind of mother and father does that? People that lie about abuse. What do you call that? Is that not a form of dark magic? Knowing full well they did some toxic, fucked up shit. But they're trying to what? Go about deny. No, I didn't. What's the purpose of that? That's dark magic. Why? Trying to bend. And why would one want to do that? See, when we get out of all of these labels and all of these conditionings in which have kept us in la la land, we'll finally start to see what is black magic. Reinforcing and encouraging people to be toxic based on their status, their age. It's a form of brainwashing. It's a form of culturalizing abuse based on you're somebody's mother and father, or you are a pastor or a teacher, or you are of this age, and okay, so this is supposed to give a green light ticket to be fucked the fuck up. Because you managed to age and not die yet? Because you ain't dead yet? What the fuck? I call it old evil. To me, that's the worst. Because this shit done fermented over time, bitch. Like they said, when we study about narcissism, it's progressive. It is. It ain't no magically better and shit when they know it's usually deep in there, bitch. It's got extra. Look, y'all, come on. So if you're ever trying to, I know I'm digressing a little bit, but listen, if you know, when you're evaluating shit on your own, because see, chances are you need to move in silence and not say nothing so you can watch motherfuckers. Okay? Because, you know, when you say something, this is what narcissists do. This is why they're always in your face and they can't fucking handle, you know what I'm saying, you needing space, because they're always trying to strategize. They're cunning. So, you know, if you talk to them, they use, unlike healthy people, they use the talking as weaponry. Ooh, they finna put this on their next strategy. This is gonna be my next spell, bitch. Based on, you know what I'm saying? Don't think for one moment they're not listening when you're trying to bleed your heart out. Don't believe the hype. It's so that they can exploit something else about you. And so they can strategize something else, bitch. Based on what you say. So you ain't got to say nothing to nobody. Especially if you're suspecting foul play around you. Just simply start to sit back and watch. Take notes. Their target, the one or ones that you know that they're doppelgangering or trying to mimic and trying to secretly compete where they don't compare, trying to one up. Like, watch those people, and then immediately watch them, because it's going to show you everything that they've been doing. So watch their social media. Suddenly it's going to look a lot like the person that they have been targeting. Just watch. Watch their wardrobe. If the person shared anything about wardrobe, bet they're going to run somewhere to try to get them an outfit. bet. Something similar. For an example, they may see a piece of jewelry. They be like, I'm going to get that one plus this one, because they still in that energy of so-called outdoing somebody. This can't be done. And mainly because a divine feminine or a divine masculine that's in their divinity and power, no matter what level they're at, whether in the 3D or not, they know who they are. So this can't be done. They compare themselves with no one, not in that toxic sense. They grow, they develop, they only strive to be the best versions of themselves, and they do that constantly. But it can't be done. It's just, that's why I kind of smirk at this shit. I'm like, it can't fucking be done. Because it's an essence. These people are going about shit all wrong. They're supposed to be somewhere healing. And they don't know how to do that. They refuse to do that. So they rather just look at somebody who is. You see, now you see where the doppelganger energy comes from? Look at somebody who is and try to emulate this person. Because that's all they know how to do, honey. That's all these people are good for. I can promise you that. As you do your evaluations in life, and this is helping you to navigate what's what, then it's going to help you to make whatever decisions you are feeling like you're guided to make without needing to give people an announcement and a big old... I'm telling you, one of the things that I find fascinating is those type of people do feel entitled for you to be truthful with them, to share everything with them constantly, because they're always, like I said, they're cunning. They're always strategizing and planning. And I can remember, I'm going to give you guys this one example and I'm done. Because this is what happened. Because I knew I had already started sensing and knowing, I'm like, this shit, look, I don't need all the answers shit. Fuck that. Because when you're dealing with highly sophisticated, fucked up motherfuckers, you can be waiting a whole lifetime if you're sitting around waiting for all this 3D proof. So I remember when I stayed with my mom in Elko and I was planning to leave. I couldn't even stay there long either. Okay? But when I was planning to leave, I didn't say nothing. Yep. Well, I didn't, because I knew what I was dealing with. Highly skilled manipulation. So I say, Jack. Yep, some may be like, dang, nope. When you know you're dealing with toxic, fucked up motherfuckers, only you gonna really know this. You get to a point of realizing, like, look, it's me or them. I'm not sacrificing myself for these motherfuckers. I'm out. I'm not finna sit around so they can do weird nigga bitch shit to me and my son. They gonna wish the fuck they didn't do that too. So let me get the fuck on up out of here. I'm not gonna sit around, eat that toxic, poisonous ass food, wishing ill on me and my kid. I'm not gonna be cramped up in some shit they could have did better, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stupid. I ain't telling them shit. It's bye-bye, baby, bye-bye. Bitch. I'm out. This is a goddamn shame. So this is my point. When you know that you're surrounded by sharks and snakes, combination, bitch. Sharks and snakes and predators, bitch. All manner of wicked vipers and you know what I'm saying? When you know, when you've come to know, you ain't got to say nothing. You move in silence and do what you got to do. In other words, once you have discovered the motherfucker is doppelgangers, you don't need to give them a PowerPoint presentation about how you have discovered they are a doppelganger, because you're expecting some kind of logical energy. It doesn't even operate in these people. Once you discover that, and you've done your own due diligence, I'm giving you the tricks, then you have what you need to do what you need to do. You owe them nothing. Because see, once you accept that people did not have your best interest at heart, obviously, it was about what they felt they can get out of you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, without any regard to how it affected you or other innocent lives. When you discover this, you no longer start feeling the need to owe now motherfucker an explanation, especially the toxic constant fucks that was a part of it. It's like, I don't need to explain why I'm dumping your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? Explain shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's be like retarded. It's like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to explain to the murderer, Mr. Murderer Man. I'm leaving because you tried to kill me. Really? Is that what we're gonna do? Mr. Killer Man, I just want to say my parting remarks that the reason why I'm leaving is because you tried to kill me 5 times. Killer Man, Mr. Robber Dude, I'm leaving because you stole from me 5 times. So I just want to give you my parting words, granting you this closure. So now we give a fuck about these motherfuckers' closure, bitch. Okay, giving you this closure for you know, since I'm leaving, because you know you you robbed me 12 times, and I'm finally sick of your whole ass, and I'm out. So I'm finna give you a whole speech, bitch. No, my parting words, bitch, is you gonna see a tumbleweed and wind and shit, and where my shit was. That's my parting. You know what I'm saying? Sands and whatever the fuck. That's it. That's about all she wrote, bitch. That's all the closure, bitch. I ain't giving you no damn parting ways. What? So you can sit here and cry with your fake ass? You know what I'm saying? What? I'm done. See, I promise y'all get there. It takes getting there in order for you to make changes in your life. People may be like, damn, bitch, but no, as long as we're complacent, we stay in this energy of stagnancy. It takes getting there. As long as you feel like you got to talk to motherfuckers and you got to explain shit to 5 motherfuckers and shit. It's like, no the fuck. So I need to explain to the 5 killers. Look, okay. I need to explain to all the motherfuckers that was a part of trying to kill me, trying to kill my children, trying to kill divine feminine or divine masculine, stealing people's shit, inheritances. I'm supposed to give them a goddamn explanation. What, so they can re-strategize and up their strategy? Because that's basically what they're going to do with it. Trying to feel you out. You think that's not what they're always doing? Trying to feel you out, trying to see where you at, trying to gauge you so they can figure out what their next plot is, bitch. And please take what I'm saying with balance. I'm specifically talking about those of you, you know you're dealing with some serious, deep level toxic shit. Not the normal dysfunctionality like people try to go around talking about everybody's dysfunctional as yet another excuse to be fucked up. I'm talking about y'all know motherfuckers was weird. Y'all know motherfuckers was putting shit in your food, bitch. You know motherfuckers had motherfuckers bounty hunting you and shit. You caught they whole asses doing weird nigga bitch shit. You know. You don't have time to play that game with those types of people. You don't give lunatics opportunity to be more lunatic-y. Because they're going to shapeshift for you. It's something that narcissists are good at. Obviously, right? The topic of this discussion, obviously they're good at it. Because they've been doppelganging people that they wish they were. They have been trying to take on the energy and personas of individuals while trying to project their true state onto those very same individuals. Pay close attention. But you have to get your head out of the cloud when it comes to these kind of people. Because it's a circus shit show. And if you're easily all enamored and stargazed by shit, then they're going to always have one up over you in a sense of they can just kind of get you, all clouded and fucked up.